I have been reading y'all the law the entire time. Not an eviction doesn't happen only because you did not pay. That man probably demanded his motherfucking possession of that home. He didn't want it anymore. You had already broke the lease, the contract, when you had that dog in that house. There was a breach of contract. Hopefully that man has a lawyer and he can tell the motherfucker she breached the fucking contract because of that dog. Even if he didn't give you that contract on time, the fact that there was a dog in that house with a contract that says you got to pay to have it and you weren't paying to have the dog there is enough for him to get you to fuck up out that house. The problem is everybody thinks eviction equals you didn't pay. He probably just simply wanted you out his shit. You didn't want to sign the new lease. You didn't want to sign the new lease. And your excuse is what he was doing is illegal. He has to give you the lease within 60-day notice because he also raised it. But you're also speaking to the fact that property tax is a thing, and property tax will make shit go up. The economy is declining right now. Everything is more expensive. Property taxes are going. You live in Gwinnett County, a very nice area. It ain't cheap to be there. And you said you was outside screaming and hollering and cussing this man the fuck out in front of police. And you want to convince me that the police officers just wanted to stop the writ. If you weren't in the wrong, you wouldn't have paid in April. You would have got the fuck out. Because he already told you he didn't want you in his shit. Either you sign it or you get out. That's what he told you. You didn't sign it and you didn't get out. What the hell? What the helly?
Officers, they wanted to stop the writ. Like, this is a perfect example of rejection is protection, y'all. Don't you see it as no bad thing? I was so down on myself.
This is a nurse, you guys, by the way.
I couldn't believe it happened. I done nothing. I paid him.
You couldn't have.
This money. Even once I showed the police officers, they wanted to stop the writ. Like, oh my God. But the judge had already signed it. He had already went and lied to the judge. So they couldn't. They didn't even want to deal with him. They did not even want to deal with him. But God already knew that this is what was about to happen. So he put me in a place where now, y'all, it's so crazy. So I'm in the front yard picking up all my stuff, but he's standing out there. I'm cussing at him. The police telling him to get in the car. I'm fussing with him. I mean, it became this whole debacle. There is no proof that.
You cussing at him. You fussing at him. It's a whole entire debacle. To where the police ask him to get in the car because you're being outlandish. You're doing a lot. So to separate and stop what the fuck is happening, they ask him to get into the vehicle. Because you turned up. When the fuck do police officers go to a area where there is a writ of possession and they don't know nothing that's going on? Them people was doing their job. They was acting like they felt for you. Oh, this is so messed up. Oh man, I wish we didn't have to. Yeah, we know we don't want to do this. They're supposed to tell you that because they probably don't want to do that shit. Because you're a mother of what? How many kids? They probably don't want to do that shit. They genuinely felt that way. No, we don't want to do this. You probably was telling them don't do this, and they said, we're sorry, we have to. I'm sorry because we was called out to do this. I don't want to do it. It's not my doing. I don't want to be here doing this to you. Like, duh, they're gonna say that to you. Them niggas is watching people put your kids shit outside on the grass. Of course they don't want to do it. The hell?
God already knew that this is what was about to happen. So he put me in a place where now, so, God, y'all, it's so crazy. So I'm in the front yard picking up all my stuff, but he's standing out there, I'm cussing at him, the police telling him to get in the car, I'm fussing with him, I mean, it became this whole debacle. There is no proof to ask for if you tell the judge that I didn't pay you. That's why when we get to court in a couple of days and I prove that I did, he's gonna be fucked. My attorney already told me he's fucked. He's about to pay for my whole new life. We were standing outside on the curb. Listen, my baby got off the bus. It devastated me. It devastated me to see
You're
his
pathetic, and you're on here arguing with us.
There was
Y'all
nothing
don't even see me.
Thank you for the subscription.
wrong. I had done nothing.
Okay, y'all, by the way, y'all can pay for other people to have subs. Y'all can pass out subs in here if y'all want to. Okay, they was passing out subs earlier today. They passed out an cumulative, I think, about 15 subs earlier. So if you want to pay, can. They're on discount.
Wrong. I had done nothing wrong. When y'all hear this recording, you're gonna have kids. You gonna do this to your kids over $250? I told him I don't give a damn if it was $2. That is not the point. I will teach my children not to be taken advantage of and run over. You will do things the right way. On top of the fact that he's a slumlord and he didn't even deserve what he was already getting. And I
You're gonna renew the lease.
in this position. But I promised my babies that I was not moving. That I was gonna let him go all the way through school and be happy. And you know, I wasn't
You
gonna
didn't teach them nothing.
go around like what I had. I wasn't gonna do it.
You know, baby.
Do that sound like a lesson for your kids? That sound like a lesson you teaching your kids, y'all? Is that a lesson that where the parents at in here? That's a lesson you would teach your kids? Is this a lesson that you would teach your kids? You chose not to renew the lease. Because if you're going to do what you need to do for your kids, biting the bullet is paying the fucking lease. You know what? Extra $250. You know what? I'm just going to have to pick up another contract. That's fine. I got to do what I got to do so that my kid knows stability. Fuck it. I'm going to just go ahead and bite the bullet, renew this stupid ass lease, or I'm going to move somewhere else that's in proximity to the school that my kids are going to. That's not a lesson that you teach your kids. Your kids will learn we had to move so that you can be in a better position, so that you can thrive. That's a lesson you teach your kids. If you ain't been moving around, right? If you haven't been moving around and you all decide to move, and you say, you know what? I like this house better. Let's come over here. Tell me how you involve your children is when y'all go house hunting, you ask them if they like the motherfucking house. Y'all go look at different houses and shit. You like this house? You like this house? You like this house? Which one y'all like more? That's within your range. Where you already know you can, you know what I'm saying? You can handle whatever that come with those houses. You get your kids involved. And then you teach them about how you have to work so that you can save up, so that you can do these things, so that you can have this nice house, these luxuries. That's a lesson that you can teach your children. Those are not traumatic fucking lessons. Oh, we finna get a new house. That's fun. That's fun. They don't need to know your trauma as an adult. They don't need to know that you just got the fuck evicted. That's not their trauma to bear. That's your shit. You supposed to hide that shit from your fucking kids. They don't need to know your ass is getting evicted and kicked out of nothing. Fuck is you talking about? You could play them sob story ass shit with everybody else. I'm not buying it. We the garden ain't buying it. We ain't no fools. That soft voice shit, that trying to sound sweet shit, don't work over here. We hearing all straight through that bullshit. You are the problem. You're the problem. You lack accountability. Talking about I don't give a fuck if it was $2. That's pride. That is pride and that is ego. And that is selfishness. You are selfish. You didn't give a fuck about how your kids was going to respond to the fact that they was going to throw shit up out the damn. You knew they was coming to do you in like that. You knew they were coming, AJ. You knew that they were coming. That's the shit that's fucking my head up. It's the fact that you knew they were coming. It wasn't no question. You knew they were coming. You knew they was going to do you like that after 7 days. You knew that was finna happen. That's ridiculous. Why you ain't go pick up your kids? Why you ain't tell the motherfucking stud to go pick up your children from school that day? When it was happening, you doing all that screaming, hooting, and hollering and shit. Why you ain't tell that lady to pick up your kids and take your kids somewhere so they never see their stuff out on the lawn like that? Because bro, the way my mind would have switched over to, my kids can't see this. Hold on, my kids can't see this. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and, hey, Mr. Papa, ma'am, sir, I need you to go pick up my kids. Go pick them up for me. Go take them. Let me call so-and-so. Hey, can you watch Susie, Annie, and John? I got some shit going on. A whole lot of shit was going on. My mind slipped me. It's a lot of shit happening right now. Can you watch them for a couple of days? I'm gonna bring their clothes and shit over. Let me grab their shit, and I'ma have them spend time with you. You know my kids don't bother nobody. You know they good kids. Can you watch them for me? I don't know for how long yet. I will give you money, please. What you need? Do I need to buy some air mattresses? What I need? Let me handle this. Call a friend, phone a family member. Go to Walmart, go to Home Depot, get you some storage bins, put they shit in it. Everything you can save. Go get a U-Haul. Put the shit in the U-Haul. Pay the days for the fucking U-Haul for your shit to be in the fucking U-Haul. There are certain places. They got 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartments in Georgia. You could have got you an apartment same fucking day in certain places. And then you could have drove your kids to school if you wanted to keep them in the same area and just told them that was the fucking address, even if it fucking wasn't. Fuck is you talking about, man? Drove your kids, you and that motherfucking papa, ma'am, sir, could have been driving the motherfucking kids to school. You could have downloaded Padlet, rented out a whole motherfucking house and shit, and had your kids in each motherfucking room. It's so much shit you could have did, big dog. So you can't make no excuses for me on this internet. You could have downloaded Airbnb and did you one better. They got other apps and shit you could have downloaded for cheaper and got you a whole house and paid month to month down that motherfucker. Because one thing my kids ain't gonna never see is they shit on the... My kids would never see they shit on the lawn, bitch. That type of shit will put a different type of kick up my ass, bitch. Do you hear me? That shit would unlock a different level of beast in me. I would have been and found me a job ASAP. Fuck this internet shit. I can't do this internet shit. Ain't helping me, bitch. Let me go take my ass to Emory and see if they need a motherfucking nurse. Let me take my ass to Grady or something and see if they could use a motherfucking nurse. Let me take my ass to somebody's OBGYN and see if they could use a motherfucking nurse. Let me see if they need a cardiac thoracic. Bitch, if you said you work with hearts and shit, take your ass to a fucking specialist that deals with hearts. We're in Georgia. Ho, there are jobs. Why the fuck are you only contractual? Why don't you have a career based in a hospital or a private practice? Why are you only based on contracts, ho? Why are you seasonal? The fuck?
Hey, Rozay.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, Garden. Um, don't kill me, Common Cousins and Rozay. So, a couple of things. Rozay, what you're saying is absolutely common sense, right? To the common adult who has responsibilities. But I can't help but wonder, does she have maybe like mental things going on, maybe depression? Because a lot of times when you're depressed, you get in a slump, and maybe she just was in denial. Do you think that could have been a possibility?
Baby, my depression get put to the side when my kids have the potential to become wanting to unalive themselves due to trauma and kids bullying them. I don't have time to be depressed when I got 3 kids depending on me.
Yeah, I mean, Rozay, I get it. I mean, I'm following you. I agree with you. But I'm just trying to think of how she possibly could put her kids through that. Was she just in a mindset? Was she in denial? Like, what?
Okay,
What
so
could have
why her
possibly
fiance ain't kick in and step in then? Since AJ, let's say that AJ's going through that. Why the fuck her fiance ain't step in?
Look,
One that you've been with for 14 years.
yeah. I'm just trying to think of, yeah, I can't even help her. I can't even come up with any type of reasoning to why she did what she did. I'm just trying to think of all things, right? Is it mental? Is it depression? And granted, I look at everybody like that. I'm not a JJ or none of that, but I'm just trying to simply think of what could be her mindset. Was it depression? Is the mental thing? And to your point, Rozay, you're right. I mean, then she has a partner. So it's like, what was she thinking? What was her line of thinking? And I guess, yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Why she didn't call Libra and tell Libra? Libra said she would have gave her a place to stay. Why you didn't call you have resources. Why didn't you call your resources?
Yep. And then I guess Rozay, I guess she kind of shot herself in the, I'm sorry, she hurt herself in the foot rather when she came on here and she started telling everybody, to somebody's point, she's making $40K a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she really came on here fabricating something that she's not. And then to your point, in all of these replays, she's saying, guys, I'm fine. And that's not really the case. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I think she already went too far by making herself out to be that she's this rich person. She's got all this money saved, and it backfired on her. So now it's like, guys, really, I was capping. Really, because of how she, again, I don't agree with what Poozie did, because she's only been in her apartment for like 2 days, but she dogged Poozie out. So now she's in this situation. So I really think if she just would have been honest and said, like, hey guys, I've been there, I've done that. Matter of fact, I'm in this position now. I think people would have been more apt to help her. But she made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dr. Coop, she says she makes $40K a month. And I'm sorry. And that's, I'm an HR manager. Excuse me. I'm an HR manager and for manufacturing, but I know about salaries, and $40K a month, Rozay, that's no surgeon, no neurosurgeon, no doctors don't even make that much. So nevertheless, a nurse making $40K a month.
You know what happened? She had a sign-on bonus, and she flexed the sign-on bonus and said she make that a month. She make that a week.
Rozay.
On bonus. What?
Rozay.
Okay.
Again. Okay. And I don't want to mislead anybody. And again, I can't speak on it, but like I said, I know about salaries, and I'm not an expert in the healthcare field, but working in manufacturing as an HR manager and knowing a little bit about the medical field, even sign-on bonuses, you're not making $40K a month. I'm sorry.
Continuously.
And I don't want to be, and I want to make it clear, and I want to make it clear, Rose, I'm not in anybody's pockets. I'm a comment cousin like everybody else is. I'm not on here to say, oh, you broken, oh, you got money, but let's call it for what it is. If people, we've seen people like, let's say, for example, Diamond. People are able to help Diamond because Diamond's realistic. She's open about it. She's not, you know what I'm saying? She's not lying about it. She's got her genuine supporters. People are going to support you if they know that it's really going truly to what it is. She's getting on live every day, guys. Pay $5 for your what is it, your JJ dues. Instead, she should say, guys, look, I'm in need of some help here. And she might have even gotten it, Rose, if she
She
was
would have.
transparent.
She would have. She would have. It's a lot of people in there that got some money. They would have. They would have gave it to her. When it comes to crowdfunding, messy talk gon' step when it comes to you needing somewhere to lay your damn head. No matter how many times you done lied about what she has may be, they gonna come to the front until you just abuse it. Like Bun abused it. Them niggas don't even want to give her ass $12. So
Correct.
Trina at one point abused it up until she got her a job. And then niggas was like, okay, we'll support you because you got a job now. We see you at work. All right.
Yeah.
Like, once you abuse it, Poozy, niggas ain't sending her a penny, nickel, or dime. They're not playing with her.
So I see Dr. Coop said it's not people's responsibility to pay your bills every month. You're right. That's because it's called adulting. Like Rose said, you have children, you know what your responsibilities are. However, again, this is messy talk. And if you've been around for some time, we have helped people move into houses, give them transportation and things like that. I guess the struggle is, even if she was an adult and she had a job, be transparent. The transparency was not there. She always made it seem as if she's always had this money, and Glock called that out. Glock called it for what it was. So everybody has a mad day, right? Everybody has had a mad day on here. But I guess, like I said, I was just, and again, I don't want to take up too much of your time, Rose. But again, if she would have just been transparent and not making her image out to be what it was, I really truly believe she would have had more support. But again, I'm like, who in their right mind would allow for this all to get this far? She has been on Messy Talk every day, doing her shows every day as if nothing was going on. So I'm trying to figure out who in their right mind would allow that to happen. And so the only thing that I can calculate in my head is, was she going through depression? Was she in denial? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking.
The only Nile that I know is in Africa. I don't know. What is it, Egypt? I don't know nothing about no other type of Nile. So we not gonna sit up here and put the Nile in anything in this conversation. She knew exactly what the hell she had going on.
Yeah, well, I digress. I was just trying to come up with something, but at the end of the day, like I said, I hate to say it, she kind of did it to herself. She kind of burned those bridges. So, but anyway, thank you, Rose. I appreciate
for coming up.
All right, y'all.
Baby.
All right.
Anybody else, y'all want to come up? Y'all absolutely can. Y'all know y'all can speak freely in the garden. What, cat? What I do? The people around you wouldn't let it happen online. Be careful of the company you keep. Hey, y'all had her friend sit up on the panel talking about, this is good to me. What part? What part is good to you? What part is good to you? Hello? Is you cool? Hey, Bella, welcome to the garden.
What's good? Hey, Garden. What's up, everybody? So, this is a prime example of the people around you was very telling. You have people around you that you don't even trust enough to say, you know what, look, my reality is this here. I need help. If the people around you is not your counsel, they're not your confidant in real life,
And they not
when
your
you
friend.
turn this internet shit off, you still have real life to deal with. And I truly hope that this is a lesson for AJ to really process everyone she have around her that she call friend or associate. There's no way that anybody I call my friend is getting ready to be sitting outside and I'm sitting back not doing nothing. I think it's crazy to me. And the fact that we even found out online and she's saying, I think what's wild to me is how it's going over everyone's head that the only person she confided in with this information was who? She said she
Nobody.
only told, no. She said she told one person,
Bree.
Libra.
Libra didn't know.
She said, if you go back and listen, Libra was the only person who knew the situation.
Read a message with Libra saying, "Why didn't you tell me that this was going on? You know you could have stayed with me and da 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 da."
So Libra's the only one who knew about the fiance. Then is what you're saying.
Libra, nobody knew that none of this shit was happening. Nobody.
See,
Somebody,
this is where okay, maybe I need to go back and listen to the clip because
yeah, we listening to it right now. Yeah,
Libra knew that the fiance still existed, that they never broke up.
that's the
If
only
I'm
thing
not
that Libra
mistaken.
knew, allegedly, that the fiance was still around. But I don't believe that Libra knew that they were maybe in a relationship still. But Libra knew that the fiance had entered back into the picture.
So
That's what I deduced.
one or two things is happening. The fiance still around. So what's going on in your relationship that you didn't even feel comfortable letting your fiance know that this is what's getting ready to happen? But if she was there all alone, the fiance would know what's going on.
Exactly. So why is your
So
fiance not stepping in?
some things is just not adding up and not making sense. But again, the friends, I'm focused on the people around her. Who's in her ear talking to her? Who is her confidant? Because anybody in their right mind would have told her, no, this is a bad move. You know how this internet shit can get ruthless. You ain't got to explain your business to nobody. Because when it's
Well,
all said and done, who going to go out there and get your shit off the lawn? Why are you telling us? Why are you breaking down these details? Why? You don't have to.
mind
Everything
you,
is,
nobody knew what the details was going to be. So I will say that Edna was trying to tell her not to say anything in the beginning. Edna told her, "Hey, you don't have to explain yourself." Even Trina was up on the panel saying, you know, you ain't got to explain yourself, right?" They even asked the comments, "Do y'all need an explanation?" They was like, "No." Then she damn near bit Edna head off, talking about, "Edna, stop. This my shit. I could say what I need to say. Blah blah blah. Like this my story to tell. This my shit." None of them knew that this was going to be the details that she was giving people. None of them knew. Nobody.
yeah,
Not
I
a
just
soul.
think it's a bad job. Because either way, you already know how this app goes. The app don't forget nothing. So now everybody's throwing it up in her face like, oh, well, you treated Poozy this way. You treated Trina that way. So it's like just to be careful of what you, no matter what I'm going through on this app, I won't give y'all the satisfaction. I'm telling y'all that right now.
She
I could
said
be
she
going
wanted
through
to
it right
control her
now as we
story.
speak, and y'all won't get that
You
satisfaction
not
ever.
gonna never hear that. Come on,
You're not getting that.
there's not
You're
a
not ever going to get
day.
that satisfaction of knowing I'm going through anything because we know how the app goes. The app is always looking for a gotcha moment. They, especially if they feel like you've taken joy in tearing someone else down, oh, they can't wait to see your day come.
Okay, baby, y'all see me get the dancing and doing all type of TikTok dances on live before you see me get up on here and be like, "Hey, y'all," with a bonnet on my head saying, "I need help." Y'all will not catch me doing that.
No, no, no. It's just some things I just, when you watch others experience, you know better. So it's, if I go through something and then it's brought to the app, it's like, it ain't nothing for me to explain. If I'm going through it, I'm going through it. It's none of y'all business. When I got into my car accident last year, did y'all know about that? Nope. It was nobody's
I knew about it
business.
actually.
But it was nobody business. Like that's the point I'm getting at. Like if I'm not coming on here speaking to my situation and someone volunteer my information, guess what? I'm still not going to speak to it because it's
Yeah, Bella
none
didn't
of
tell
your
nobody on the
business.
front end that shit happened. I will say that.
Nothing. You're not ever going to get that. So I just truly hope that when the smoke clears for AJ, and I mean this, and I hope she's somewhere listening, reevaluate everybody you have around you, including your woman. Either your woman was saving face for you yesterday and still don't realize it made you look bad. Because the bottom line is, if y'all are together,
What the
two
fuck she
things is
do?
happening. She's not helping you, or y'all truly weren't together and you were just trying to save face for the internet and it still
Or
backfired.
the extreme is y'all finessing the people and it's a storyline.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you. The app looks like they tapped out with the storylines and the sympathies. You can blame quite a few creators for that. They're not
Right.
going for the sympathy stories no more because, as I heard earlier, people get hip to motherfuckers always needing something. The storylines is quite similar.
They
Somebody's
started
either
comparing her to Peach.
wasn't it around this time? Let me get down. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. All right. We love TikTok Shop. Okay. Let's get back into it, shall we?
I told him I don't give a damn if it was $2. That is not the point. I will teach my children not to be taken advantage of and run over. You will do things the right way. On top of the fact that he's a slumlord and he didn't even deserve what he was already getting, and I
should have renewed the lease
in this position. But I promise.
What you mean she was going on dates? They ain't been. What you mean she was going on dates? Going on dates with who, bitch? You slow down. What? What you mean she was going on dates? What kind of dates? Like dinner dates with friends? What kind of dates? Like, going out to go hang out with mom, dates, dates with kids. What kind of dates y'all talk about? What? HB said Bree told her she was with some guy, male. She gone on a few quote unquote dates in the last few months. So are those the dates that those are the dates she was going on with her fiance? She tried to go on dates with Kiwi. Huh? Alexa, slow down. What are y'all saying to me right now? What are y'all saying to me right now? The people is
I'm
coming.
sorry. I had to come up for one thing. And another thing, I just, because see, understand something now, everybody's clocking her moves, they clocking her dollars, and I'm telling you
Uh-huh.
why they're doing it. So they're like, well, let's take it all the way back to when she went to the gala, and let's take it all the way back when she was in the concept house, and let's take it all the way back when she was over here traveling for this cause over here, and let's take it all the way there. So now they're recounting every single thing they watched her do on this app. AJ, please, I beg you, please don't ever do this again. Because I'm telling you, these people don't forget nothing. Anytime you get on here and say you need help with something, the first thing they're going to do is, you knew you needed this help when you was out of town doing this. You knew you needed this help when you, AJ, I swear to God, nobody in Get Camp going to tell you. I don't know if they're afraid of you. I don't know what it is.
They
I'm just being
scared.
honest. AJ, hear me clearly. The app don't forget. Don't ever go through nothing on this app and think they're not going to remind you of every move you made before you came asking for help. I swear to goodness,
They
that's
not
the
gonna
last thing
forget.
you want to do.
It's certain shit that you don't. There's certain things that you don't do. Like I said, y'all, when you're going through things, even okay, let's say, because me and Bella, we probably do. Would it come to our pride, baby? I'm not going for it. But let's just say that something was to happen, right? And y'all were our last resort. One thing that I know I haven't seen Bella do, and I know I haven't done, is boast about how I get money. Like, oh yeah, I'm that bitch. Oh yeah, I make big bank. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I'm doing blah blah blah. I don't do that.
I've
I
never
haven't seen
said
Bella yet.
that. However, I've made it clear whether y'all support me or not,
You have a
it's
career.
okay. I have a
You
thank you.
have
And
a
you know,
career.
niggas would get mad at me when I said that shit, Rose.
Yep. Yep.
Niggas
So
told me that I needed to be humble. I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
crazy.
literally telling y'all that I appreciate y'all just simply coming in to enjoy the show. That
Mm-hmm.
your money is not needed, but it is appreciated. And
Mm-hmm.
niggas told me I was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Because they need it. So and they hate the fact that you're getting the money that you don't need when they do need it. It's envy.
Man, I said so. I'll be damned. So I'm telling y'all, I do this one day a week. I'm not in here treating y'all like ATMs because I have a career. I get up and actually bust my ass on my feet 10 hours a day. And y'all mad at me because I'm telling y'all I appreciate y'all support, even if it's without money. And I was told I was
Mm-hmm.
wrong for that.
No, you weren't wrong for that. And so,
No, they
y'all,
told me that I was throwing it in other people's face, like, oh, so are you
because they
taking
ain't got no
slight digs at other?
career. Girl, they said
Because
the
they
same
were saying I
thing.
was taking digs at other creators, and I said that's not true.
They said the
I'm
same shit
speaking
when
to
I was a flight
man.
attendant. When I said I have a fucking career, bitch, that's a
Y'all have to
flex.
remember. Y'all gonna have to remember. People are always gonna find a way to hate on somebody, especially when you actually have a career. You're not clocking in. You're not clocking out. You get paid salary. You make it very well. You have an education or whatever. Or like Rozay said, you're an entrepreneur. You're doing good for yourself. People are always going to find a way to hate. That's just how black women are to another black woman. Not every black person, but there is a such thing as black racism when we just hate on each other. Successful black women, instead of embracing it, you're going to have people that's always just going to find a way to hate. Bella, you only get on once a week and they hate. You still get the numbers. Remember, Bella, when there was a short amount of time when they thought you weren't coming back and you came back and you still did that 1 milli?
And they were
They're going to
sick.
hate on you, Bella. That's just a part of it. Unfortunately, that's just how they get down. You just have to understand that. That's the unfortunate part about it, but that's just what it is. They're just going to hate. And the reason why I came up here, Rozay, is because you forgot to add that she's doing all of these dates, but she's also supposed to be going to Canada. Is that correct?
Yeah, she going to go see Edna.
Again, the app don't forget.
Did Edna send you some of her salary to help you? Because one thing that I will say that is this, right? I don't know why you didn't think that you could reach out to Edna. And this is me being fair. When Edna was in my camp, I believe that if I was to have asked her for something, I believe that Edna would have provided it. This is me being fair. I believe Edna would have provided it. Or she would have offered something. Why the fuck didn't you feel comfortable enough to talk to Edna where both of y'all were going back and forth paycheck for paycheck like y'all got
But
big
that's my
bank?
concern, Rose. It's you're sitting around people that you don't trust enough to say, I am in trouble. I need help. That's scary that you are sitting around people that you don't trust to that capacity. So if you know you don't trust them to that capacity, respectfully, get rid of them, reevaluate, regroup, and then try again. It's okay to do so. I've been there. I recognize what that looks like because I've been there. So I'm not gonna sit here and sit like I'm on a high horse. No, I'm telling you from experience. I know
Right.
how this is going to end. You're going to sit back, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks, like damn, the people around me, I really I don't trust them. I cannot come to them and say, hey, listen, we going through some things right now. I need you to do X, Y, and Z, and trust that they're not going to throw it in your face later on or tell your business to the next motherfucker that just looking for a couple dollars to sell you the fuck out. She knows the type of people she have around her. Let's talk about that. Now let's talk about that. She recognized the type of people she have around her, and that's why she was content with it going the way that it did. So let's address it that
Mm.
way.
You're clocking it. Here's what's crazy, y'all. Oh, I can't say nothing else. I gotta let that sit. Hold on. Okay. Let's say that the people around her did not have the funds to do it. Baby, a sub only live, block my friend for a couple hours and get the crowdfunder for my friend and then bring her in and give her some money and shit would have sufficed. Bitch, I don't want to hear shit. Here, take this money.
You know how you know
It's
they would
just
have did it,
our
Rose?
appreciation for you.
Because we watched them do it for Lady Essence. When Lady Essence came through in the clutch for Kelsey, what did they do?
Hold
They
on.
poured back into
I
her.
got
Did they
one
not?
better. Bella, I got one better. Watch this. We watched them do it for a bitch named Rico who we don't even fucking know during the
Man,
holiday season. We watched them do it for less for a bitch who mind you, they didn't do it because they just wanted to help somebody. They did it because the bitch came into my live. I said, bitch, I got resources for you. I ain't got no money for you though, because I done heard how you get down. So we got resources for you in your state. They said, fuck that, fuck Rozay, fuck all that. We gonna get you some money. Franchise bring the bitch into the motherfucking live. They get that bitch thousands of motherfucking dollars within the hour. Why the fuck they ain't do that for damn AJ? We watched them people come together and get some funds together. Have everybody get Essence into a room. Essence didn't even know what the fuck was going on. They get her up on the panel and they get to throwing money on Essence for a whole hour, blowing her shit down. Why? Because she helped motherfucking Kelsey. Why they ain't did that shit for AJ? If she's such a great fucking friend. If she's a person who always does for people, and y'all got so much positive shit to say about AJ, why ain't nobody did? I'm confused.
Make it make sense.
Why ain't nobody did know? Because AJ just been so good and she just been through so much shit, y'all. Let's go ahead and cut. And don't do it now that we done gave y'all an idea. Don't get the. What the fuck is happening? She should have never. What's the point in having friends if when you need help you can't call on them?
And that's exactly my point. Thank you, Rozay.
What's the point in saying that you have people who gonna ride for you, you'll come to them, they'll come to you, and you can't even depend on them? I should be able to depend on my friends. Nigga, I got people in this live right now who love me so much that if I said, hey, I need somewhere to stay right now, motherfuckers be like, okay, in different states, pull up, bro. See how I get down. They see, bitch, hustle is in me, not on me. A motherfucker would never, bitch, it would never be a Trina set fucking with me. If I ever said I needed somewhere to stay, motherfuckers, okay, Rozay, where you at? Because then I don't play with nobody. I ain't finna play with you, bitch. You want, I've been in cook for you? Shit. I stay out the way. I go up the street and get to yelling at my phone so I don't do it in your house. There's no way in fuck that you ain't created a foundation that if you ever needed help, people wouldn't. Bitch, I know motherfuckers that have been calling and making all kind of setting up shit. If I ever got up on this internet right now and said I need help, ain't nobody gonna sit back and be like, well, shit, Rozay on the live begging me, child. It was gonna happen one of these days. She was gonna get the crowd funded. Bitch, nigga ain't seen me crowd fund for me yet. I know people on burner accounts that would have been texting my phone like, hey, what you need? What's going on? You need somewhere to stay? What? I got runner's property and shit. I could put you up in one of them motherfuckers. What's up? What you need? What you got going on? If I got up on this bitch and say, y'all, I need a couple days, my mama done pissed me off. Girl, where you at? I'll come get you. Let's have some fun. You should be able to build a rapport with your people where nobody should ever question helping you. Your past experiences will show others how to deal with you. How you handle people will determine how people handle you. And it's sad. I just got sad. I got sadness in my heart for the fact that you're pretending to be somebody that you're not. And when you really do need help, you can't even say nothing out your mouth because you didn't put on this show. You weren't being yourself. You have put on a show. And even when you know you need motherfucking help, that fake humble shit got you telling motherfuckers not to send to you when you know you need it. That fake humble shit, that pride, that manipulating shit. I hate that for people. And she ain't the only person that do that type of shit. There's a lot of people that act like that. You should have your support system, even if it's motherfuckers who may not sit your live every single day, right? If it's people that don't sit your live every single day, if they come, they hear that you're going through some shit, and they come and hear that you're going through some shit, motherfuckers got resources for you out the wazoo. I don't put it past if I ever, and I mean this with my whole heart. And I say it confidently because I know my actions, and I have to say this, my actions don't depict a motherfucker who ever play in your face in person ever. My actions don't depict that. Niggas done seen how I get down, even meeting people in person. My actions don't depict I would ever fuck you over. My actions don't show that. You gotta be careful of, even if a lot of motherfuckers don't like you. One thing that still remains is your integrity, bitch. A motherfucker could talk shit all they want. Bitch is hating on me in real time. One thing they can't speak to, y'all, is my integrity, though. As much as they try to talk shit, you know, every hater that say about me, she do got a pure heart, though. Her intentions was in the right place. She may have fucked up. Rozay had lied a couple times, but she did make up for that shit. She did try to right her wrongs and shit. She did try to make amends. She did try to step away. She did try to do better. She just annoying. I could take that. We could take that all day long. Rozay lacked accountability, but I guess she trying now. It is what it is. I could take that. You know what that shows? Growth. That shows a person trying. You know what I can't take? A motherfucker that's blaming God for your actions instead of yourself. I can't respect the bitch that's blaming God and HB. Hello? What? I can't respect that. I can't respect that you saying this was God's plan when all your decisions you made. Ain't nobody force you or hold a pew pew to your head and say, don't pay the bill. Don't sign the lease. Put that dog in that house without telling the landlord. Nobody held a pew pew to your head to say that. Nobody held a pew pew to your head. Don't move out voluntarily so that your kids don't get evicted. Like, so that your kids don't see they stuff on the side of the road. These were all decisions that you made as a human being. These was your conscious decisions as a educated woman who's an RN. Critical thinking skills should be the epitome of what you do as a career. That is the very basis of your profession. Critical thinking. Situational awareness. Situational awareness. Being able to assess a situation and navigate through a crisis. That is your job as a nurse. Literally. That is your job. That's your duty. Literally. If there's any successful RNs in the chat, shout out to my RNs, shout out to my CNAs, LPNs, shout out to my caregivers, shout out to y'all, shout out to the assistants too. Shout out to the practitioners, shout out to everybody who keeps us the fuck alive when them doctors be confused sometimes. Amen. Shout out to the nurses. Shout out to the nurses that be stopping them doctors for prescribing us the wrong medication because they ain't know what the fuck they was looking at. Shout out to the nurses. Shout out to the nurses who is saving our life for real. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions for real. Cause y'all the GOAT for real, okay? They the ones that's gonna help you, okay? They the ones that's gonna save your life. They the ones who look after you. For real. We know doctors do their job, but we know the nurses, they are the brains behind the show, okay? I wouldn't want a doctor to take my blood, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Give me the nurse any day. 20-year experience, give me her. Amen. I don't want no doctor taking my blood, baby. They've been done fucked around and missed the goddamn vein. Blew my shit. Give me the nurse. Thank you. Give me the nurse. Please. Thank y'all. Shout out to all the nurses, okay? Let's get back to this bullshit. All right. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Thank y'all for sharing live. Welcome to the garden, like I said. Y'all put hashtag FYP. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all are all welcome to the garden anytime. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for engaging in this crazy ass conversation. All our shenanigans and foolery. Thank you for enjoying the space as much as I enjoy you in my space. Let's keep going.
There is no proof to ask for if you tell the judge that I didn't pay you. That's why when we get to court in a couple of days and I prove that I did, he's gonna be fucked. My attorney already told me he's fucked. He's about to pay for my whole new life. We were sitting outside on the curb. Listen, my baby got off the bus. It devastated me. It devastated me to see
You're
his
pathetic, and you're on here arguing with us.
There was
Y'all
nothing
don't need to see me no
I
more.
had done nothing wrong. I had done nothing wrong.
Oh, sorry. What HB say? HB said, bitch. This some shit like this pop off, ho. Y'all would never see me again. What the fuck is messy talk, bitch? I would never, ever tiptoe my ass on this side of TikTok ever again. You would never see me again. She dead ass serious. Oh shit.
It devastated me to see
You're
his
pathetic, and you're on here arguing with us.
There was
Y'all don't need to see me no more.
wrong. I had done nothing wrong. Y'all hear this recording? You're gonna hear him telling me you got kids. You gonna do this to your kids over $250? I told him I don't give a damn if it was $2. That is not the point. I will teach my children not to be taken advantage of and run over.
Hey, Miss T.
You will do things the right way. On top of the fact that he's a slumlord and he didn't even deserve what he was already getting. And I
Should have renewed the
$2. That is not the point. I will teach my children not to be taken advantage of and run over. You will do things the right way. On top of the fact that he's a slumlord and he didn't even deserve what he was already getting. And I
should have renewed the lease.
in this position, but I promised my babies that I was not moving. That I was going to let him go all the way through school and be happy and
Teach them nothing.
go around like what I had. I wasn't going to do it.
And them babies embarrassed, humiliated in high school.
We're going to end up here until he finished. And then when she right about to start high school, because that's really the one you want to make sure they in all the way, the whole way, we can buy another house somewhere else. We can rent this one out. We can, there are things that we can do. But God knew in that moment while I was fighting that no, baby, no. There are things that are ahead of you that you can't see. So I talked to the attorney when I get to court. I don't even want the house. I don't want the house. I just want everything that was taken from me and my babies.
You couldn't have the damn house.
I want my money from that. You see? Everything that was taken. I shouldn't have to lay out on the ground all of the terrible, awful things that people are doing to my family for absolutely no reason. But if
Yes, you do when you told us somebody died.
you to do that. You see? And yes, before you ask, I am talking to somebody. I am. I'm fine. Like, y'all, I'm not hurt or upset. I know that I did nothing wrong.
Wow.
I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Wow.
I did nothing wrong.
No, they are not. You just lie again.
Mad cow.
I didn't want to get taken advantage of. Oh, of course. I'm taking it all to court. So?
Not Poozy in the comments. Hold on. Wait, I just read the comments. Wait, hold on. Poozy in the clock some. Hold on. Wait, Poozy said being on here throwing unis but not paying your bills is crazy. Poozy! 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 Woozy! Woo! Ooh-wee!
So?
Ooh.
Any questions, JJ's?
I tell you what, my stuff ain't never hit the curbside, y'all. We ain't never got to that point. Never got to that point. You get to that point, that means you went all the way. That means
All the
you
way.
went to court and lost. That means you won't give up a dime. That's what that means. It ain't never get to that point. You're
Yeah.
HB 7-0. Baby, you had to win all the way. And then you renewed the lease knowing you had a slumlord. Lady, stop playing. Stop playing. And you're a nurse. You could up the move whenever. 40K thousand a month. 40K a month. You supposed to be able to go anywhere. You supposed to be able to move to the White House.
Our children's full life laying on top. He came with the sheriff and he issued
The White House
he
is
had the
crazy.
sheriff throw all our whole lots. Y'all think I'm playing?
They spent $500 in Buc-ee's though when you was with Bree. And you going there protesting and stuff, and these babies need you to protest for them.